The Gauntlet of Existence by Paul McCann. Pogue alone awoke from his sleep on the banks of a river, somewhere between wherever and whenever, as the morning light came spiralling down through the mists of time from a sky suspended above where a vortex of colour splashed its way amongst the clouds. As he got to his feet, he looked down the road that lay before him, and in that space he realised that he saw a division of time that had presented a way for him to choose which way he had to go. He never hesitated and made haste to walk the gauntlet between the walls of the past and the walls of the future, in the here and now. As he made his journey through the gauntlet of existence, he heard the call from the landlady of time. "It's time to leave today alone for a second and go back to what yesterday had taken away from you." On the wall to the left, the keeper of the past placed the key into the lock and turned it 3 times, and the gate opened. "You may now enter here." As he walked through the gate to the bridge of the past, he was questioned by a guardian of the realm who stood on the bridge before the pathway to the past. "Who are you, and what is the purpose of your visit to the gateway of the past?" Pogue presented his medallion and permit as a time traveller and said, "My name is Pogue. From Tirnanog I come, with songs and stories for everyone. You might hear me calling out your name. You might hear me singing once again. My purpose is to gather stories and songs to be shared by all who exist in the past, present, and future." The guardian replied, "Why are you doing this?" Pogue replied, "Why will never be accepted as a question to what I do, because I have been given the authority to do whatever I choose to do by the Keeper of Time, who is not answerable to any principality or dominion." And the guardian looked deeply into his eyes, and he said, "When did you get this authority you speak of?" And Pogue replied, "When the existence of life started, and that's something that you will never understand. I was given this authority. I have already shown you my permit and the medallion, and if you prevent me from travelling freely through time to wherever and whenever I choose, then you will find yourself in breach of the spiritual laws of the realm that you protect, and I will have no choice but to call on the Keeper of Time to remove you from your post." The guardian looked troubled and asked, "Where is this Keeper of Time?" Pogue replied, "There's many Keepers of Time who exist in every realm, past, present, and future. They govern all realms as one, and for your information, they are always around in every realm at any time, any place. You will never know when they're looking at you. You will never know when they're going to come through, but you better keep your eyes to the wind and let me pass this way unhindered." The guardian still refused Pogue to travel freely across the bridge, and Pogue pressed the communication button in the centre of his medallion, and immediately 3 beings appeared in the place where he stood, who spoke with one powerful voice. "We are the Keepers of Time, past, present, and future. We are here to answer the call of the owner of the medallion. We break the chains of sorrow. We rise above. We do what we have to. Yeah! We're all on our way home, here today and gone tomorrow. We're all travelers here, just passing through." Pogue ordered the three keepers of time to remove the guardian of the realm, who prevented him from continuing his journey to collect songs and stories to wherever and whenever he chose. The guardian was immediately removed from his post and replaced with another, who gave permission for Pogue to continue his journey. Pogue made his way across the bridge where angels dwell, then beyond fairyland to a place between somewhere and nowhere where the existence of life first began. The landlady of time met him there and gave him welcome. "Hello, storyteller. Apologies for the green-eyed guardian of the bridge to the past realm. He was envious of you, and so he had to go." Pogue asked, "So to where did he go to?" The landlady of time looked, and she said, "To another gate he cannot leave, and there he will remain for eternity, unless he changes. And he will continue no more to problem anyone or prevent anyone like you from going from time zone to time zone, storyteller." "Thank you so much, landlady of time. It's nice to see you again. If you don't mind, I must go now, for I have work to do, as you know." They said farewell, and Pogue remained there in that place and time, observing and writing songs and stories that were inspired by these spiritual gift-givers from the beginning of existence when life had first begun. And so when his work was done, he returned back to the road between somewhere and nowhere, to the bridge across where the angels dwell, to the end of the path that brought him to the gate, where he was able to return back to the present, with songs and stories to share about places where no one has ever been and things that no one had ever seen before. So Pogue continued to walk through the gauntlet between the past, present, and future, onwards and upwards and beyond the bends, where stories await and songs to be sung, and there he walked between somewhere and nowhere with no signpost to point the way, except for a light that he followed on the roads that he borrowed for a time and a place of their closing and choosing. And there is a place for him in this world and the past and present, and there will always be and always was, and in the future there will be a place for him. So let him be, let him go wherever and whenever he chooses to go. The end.